How's it going, my beautiful people? How are you? Thanks so much for tuning in. This is ERGJ, your certified financial educator. Here on the evening, we're going to be talking about how to turn your business idea from dreams to reality. So, of course, if you've been rolling with us for quite some time, you know you need your notes tonight because you're going to learn today. You are absolutely going to learn today. This is our Boss Best session where we are investing into the entrepreneur, those who are looking to do something great, to build something, to build their empire. What's going on, Adea? Thanks so much for tuning in. Give me just a second, guys, because I'm doing as much sharing as you are. So I know it's going to take a little bit for me to get to all my different places, my little channels here that we got going on. I'm sending it on over there. Boom, bam, that's gone. What good? Okay, good evening. What's going on, Deshauna? What's going on, Miss Berry? What is going on? Thanks so much. I got one more share to do, and I can get right into it. Of course, today's episode is brought to you by. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Let me do that. Today's episode is brought to you by. Oh, let me do that. I want to go there. Yeah. Today's episode is brought to you by True Detergent. That's right. True Detergent, black owned and manufactured right here in the Atlanta area. We're doing free delivery to your doorstep. Hey, here's the deal, man. You want to give us a call, 678-851-2400. That's 678-851-2400. That's 101 ounce bottle for $15. That's 15 cents per wash. And here's the deal. You're going to wash your clothes anyway. The question is, are you going to practice what you preach, which is let your dollars circulate right back within your very own community and go ahead and make the switch? True Detergent, make the switch. That's right. That's right. That's right. Give me one more. So I got one more share to do. Hope you guys are sharing because you're going to learn today. Hope you guys are sharing because we are going to learn today. All right, let me go ahead and boom. We're going to go there. Boom. And go. All right. Let me get right into it. All right. So we got a couple of things that are coming up. Hopefully, 10-ish. What's going on, Miss Santiago? Thanks so much. 10-ish. That's right. That's right. That's right. And today's topic is we're going to develop a strategy. I haven't even gotten to start talking about it, but let me just put it in here just in case. We're going to develop a strategy. So while we're actually getting that out the way, we had our Dow 30 investment session here just a little while ago. We just finished that up. And then tomorrow, I want to make sure that you guys are aware of what's going on tomorrow. So let me pull this up for you. Tomorrow, we're going to have a CPA come speak to us. And then that CPA is going to teach us about how to turn our life into the tax deduction. That's right. We're going to have a session tomorrow, how to turn your life into a tax deduction. So I hope you guys are seriously ready for that. I cannot wait. This Saturday, I'll be in Augusta. That's the only announcement I have. I got some more stuff. But you guys can go to www.ergj.net, www.ergj.net, and you can get all the information you know about what else we have coming up. We have so much. It's hard for me to just give it all to you tonight. All right. So here's the deal. You're going to develop a strategy. Let me hide this real quick. Let me do this again. And we'll get right into it. So you guys got your notes? You guys got your notes? You guys ready? You guys got your notes? Because this is time we're going to empower one another. I want to go say hello to John Harrison, Miss Wu, Miss Berry, Miss Johnson, Mr. Burton, Wendy B's in the building. Miss McNeil, what's going on? Kelvin is in the building. Thanks so much. Cookie Price is in the building. Thanks so much for joining. Miss Huggins, yes, she says she's ready. She's hungry. That's what I'm talking about. Miss Natasha's in the building. Thanks so much. Benisa, I knew you was going to be back because we got to go ahead and get that thing worked out. So as you guys see, right? You guys see that, right? We already got some orders. I'll be shipping out tomorrow. The hooded dashikis, yes, they are in the building, $25. $25. Got a couple of them, just to show y'all real quick. This is the blue. Yep. This is the orange. People asking what colors I got. This is the orange. This is the black, the one I got on. I got a couple of blacks. I only got a couple of the other colors. I wanted to see what colors you guys like first. Oh, I'm sorry. This is that's the purple. Somebody already bought this, but it's the purple one. You see that? Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. All right. All right, let's get right into it. What's going on, Mr. Nitras? Thanks so much. Nitra, I know you wanted to order one, so we'll have you as well. Adrian's in the building. Thanks so much. Jasmine's in the building. Mitra's in the building. Thanks so much for tuning in. All right. We are going through the book, The Execution Pipeline. All right. The Execution Pipeline, your step-by-step guide on how to turn your business idea from being a dream to reality. Now, we started by talking about your concept, establishing your concept, and then we talked about developing your concept. Then we talked about measuring the value of your concept. Then we started talking about shaping your long-term vision. Then we moved into shaping your short-term vision. And now we are into develop a strategy. All right, we're into developing a strategy. Do you got your notes? If you're going to take something away from what we're doing here and empowering you, see what I'm doing tonight is something we should, most people are going to charge you for. But I love you so much. I said, if I can just do this in a group way, that, you know, I'm gonna read the book anyway. How can I help my people? How can I help those entrepreneurs, those people who want to start a business? How can I help those entrepreneurs, those people that want to extend their services? Well, that's what I came up with today. I say, hey, this is the best way I can do it for free, right? But you got to get you because it's free. I know many people aren't going to take enough away from it, but also because it's free, it gives you access to something you might not have had access to before. So take advantage of it, right? Take advantage of it. So hopefully you got your notes. So we are moving into chapter 5, developing a strategy. Hey, if you guys are ready, go ahead and put in the comments below strategy. Go ahead and put in the comments below strategy. I want to see how many people we got here who are ready to start talking about the next level of their business, who are talking about developing a strategy for their concept. Go ahead and put in the comments below strategy if you are ready to get into this lesson we're going to go through tonight. Hey, Miss Black Butterfly, what's going on? Thanks so much for joining. What's going on? How are you? So everybody putting it strat. Okay, Bernice is ready. Bernice said, I'm ready. Who else is ready to talk about strategy? All right, Chris says she's ready. Wanda says she's ready. We said, okay, we got enough people who are ready, who ready. They got their notes and stuff. Step number 5. Mr. Delaney's in the building. Woo! Step number 5. Develop a strategy. Who else is doing this? Huh? Who else is, other than, I know Shauna doing it, who else is using social media to empower our people? So many people are talking down on us. We're doing something that's going to be very powerful because some people are going to get businesses started out of this. At any rate, develop a strategy. Now that you've clarified your concept and develop a healthy perspective on what you want to accomplish today, your mission, and tomorrow, your vision, you can begin focusing on your process for achieving those results. Now you can begin creating a strategy. Before you begin, however, you make a deal with yourself that you won't let perfection get in the way of progress. Woo! You won't let perfection get in the way of progress. So everybody put in the comments below, progress over perfection. You won't let perfection get in the way of progress, which means that progress is greater than perfection. It's all about progress. Don't spend so much time developing a strategy that you miss your window of opportunity to launch your concept. Now, I'm probably the worst at this and the best at the same time. When I get an idea, I launch it. I might not have everything together. I might not have all of the infrastructure. I just go with the idea because I know it's a good idea and I figured I'll build it on the way up, right? I'm selling stuff. I don't got stuff online. I don't have everything, but I'm just going to go ahead and get started and get some progress. If I can make one deal, I feel good. One win and I'm in. I just need one win, right? So I'm working on my website. I'm doing all stuff, but none of that stuff complete. But guess what? I'm making progress. I'm not going to worry about not having all my ducks in a row. I'm making progress. How about you? Right? Progress over perfection. Now, thousands of ideas go to the grave because the developers freeze at this step. Analysis by paralysis arrests entrepreneurs every day, and they never get anywhere as a result. Whatever you do, don't sit back and do nothing. Whatever you do, don't sit back and do nothing. So Justin said he about to start doing live stream real estate videos. All right, brother. Just make sure you don't conflict with my time. You better pick a time that's not going to conflict with mine because you're going to have your drawings going to be a little low. Just messing with you, man. Hey, whatever you got, man. Hey, if you're going to do it, man, come on over to New Black Wall Street TV. We're putting it together. You're on Facebook trying to get, they something going on. They got their eyes on us. We got to start moving. All right, so on the flip side, don't take off running without having some idea of the direction you want to go. Busy doesn't automatically equal productive. Busy does not always equal productive. How many of you guys know some people who are always busy and are accomplishing absolutely nothing? They're just busy being busy instead of being busy being productive. Right? So the key is you want to be productive. When you want to look at the end of your day, say, what have I accomplished today? How have I produced today? Not how many, you know what I'm saying? Like, what have I, if you made 1 million phone calls and you never talked to anybody, that's just being busy. You know what I'm saying? What have you actually accomplished? I'm fired up tonight, guys. I don't know what's going on. Make sure your actions add value to your venture. Yes, that's right. Make sure your actions add value. Everybody put in the comments below value. This is the part, I believe, that many of us tend to overlook and don't understand. You get paid in the marketplace dependent upon the value that you bring to the marketplace. This is why I continue to say No more t-shirts. It's all about the value that you bring to the marketplace. So when I saw everybody doing t-shirts, guess what I did? I did something different, right? Because I realized that that market was saturated. And I'm going to do something different. And I'm going to bring value to the marketplace. Value to the marketplace. So nothing's wrong with a t-shirt. I'm just saying, can we be a little bit more creative and bring more value? And if you bring a little bit more value, you'll make a little bit more money and more profit because you have added more value to the marketplace. Right? Now let me make sure I help you understand this, right? So here's what you got. You have the opportunity to buy a t-shirt from somebody hot, hot. I got some t-shirts, they hot, right? But then you have the opportunity to buy a dashiki, and anything that you buy, some of the proceeds are going to go back to feed children in Africa. Which one has more value? You see what I'm saying? Bringing value to the market. It's not that the dashiki, obviously we all about Africa and all that stuff, but I'm saying just the mere fact that a portion of what you spend is going to go back to help kids in Africa adds more value in the marketplace, especially if you have a heart for children, right? This makes sense, right? I'm just saying, let's start thinking about some of this stuff, right? To ensure your actions produce the desired result, begin developing a strategy. The previous creative steps might have been fun for you. Many people find their creative side easier to embrace because inspiration comes pretty effortlessly, right? While inspiration is great, perspiration is even more important. Woo! While inspiration is great, perspiration is even more important. In other words, it's great to be inspired, but it's better to go to work. Everybody put it in the comments below. It is great to be inspired, but it is better to go to work. Perspiration over inspiration. It's that sweat equity. You've reached a pivotal point. Now decide how you'll put action behind those ideas. That's what we're moving into, but deciding to put action behind all these ideas that we had about our vision, about our mission, everything that's brought us up to this point. We are getting to the point where it's time to act. Don't just think, do. Don't just think, do. So step number 28, as we move into developing a strategy. Brianna McIntyre, thanks so much for joining. As we move into developing a strategy, right? As we are turning our dreams, our business ideas from dreams to reality. Step number 28, you want to specify your audience. Everybody put that in the comments below. Specify your audience. And if this is your first time watching or tuning in to this portion of what we do, I want to make sure that you got your notes, because now we're getting into the meat of what you're going to be doing to develop your own concept, your business, or whatever. Specify your audience. The first step to strategizing is to determine your primary customer, right? This can be difficult because you naturally want everyone to believe in your concept. Although you might feel this, you shouldn't let these feelings drive your actions. Do not let your feelings drive your actions, all right? Do not let your feelings drive your actions. Examine your motives. Maybe with the help of some trusted friends. If you aim to please everyone, you'll end up pleasing no one. If you aim to please everyone, you'll end up pleasing no one. To drive this point home, I like to share a personal testimony experience with choosing a manageable target market. Prior to launching the Gifted Education Foundation, I spent many years mentoring low-income students. My wife and I invested thousands of hours and thousands of dollars in young people we believed had promising futures, but who lacked critical support. Soon, the two of us became overwhelmed by hundreds of thousands of young people who needed support. It was then that I decided to take what I was doing individually and create a path for people all over the world to engage in similar work. People all over the world. That was my over-ambitious and overly generalized goal in the brainstorming phase. But when we launched, we had defined our market as people who recognize the value of education and life skills in students trying to escape poverty. We were not and are not attempting to reach everyone on the planet. Our defined audience allows us to accept the many negative responses we get. We get rejections, but we don't become discouraged because we realize these individuals aren't part of our market. If our market were still people everywhere, we might question our cause when we encounter rejection. When people reject your idea, don't take it personally. When people reject your idea, don't take it personally. And don't let it deplete your confidence in your idea. Let people have their own preferences and recognize that they simply aren't your audience. You must understand that everyone is not going to get it. Whatever it is that you've been given, everybody ain't going to get it. But don't let that discourage you from moving forward, because they just might not be your audience. Specify your audience. You'll need to think of long and hard about the demographic you want to serve. So that's the first thing, right? For those that are taking notes, those who are trying to get the most out of our time here today, I'm not just talking to be talking. I'm talking to help you build your business or take your business to the next level. You must take some time to think about the demographic you want to serve. What demographic do you want to serve, right? I want to bring investment education to the urban community. That is my focus. That is my target. I provide 3 different levels of education, from kids to teens to adults, all in the urban community. That is my target. That is where I focus. How about you? What demographic do you want to serve? When you focus on a specific group, everybody put in the comments below, specific group. Word will spread, and the right people will find you through good marketing and word of mouth. For the Gifted Education Foundation, our demographic was students in low-income communities throughout the United States. Once we narrowed our reach, our supporters of students from low-income communities came and continue to come to us. We keep on refining our methods, but our segmented market has inspired other supporters to link up with us. Now, it's your turn to figure out the best way to reach your target demographic. Be very clear and unapologetic about the identity of your true audience. Let me say that again. Be very clear and unapologetic about the identity of your true audience. Limiting factors might include age, gender, economic status, or occupation. Create a list of requirements, narrow your focus, and commit. Here's your question from step number 28. Who are you targeting? Who are you targeting? Now, let me give you an example. So I do True Detergent, right? I deliver True Detergent. I'm going to Augusta, right, on Saturday. So I did an ad on Facebook, and I was targeting Augusta and any of its neighboring cities for anyone that was interested in laundry detergent, anyone that was interested in a washing machine, anyone that was interested in soap, anyone that was interested in household goods, anything in that arena, that was my target. And then on my target, I slimmed it down. I said, well, who would actually buy some detergent? So I slimmed it down. I said, anyone between 25 and 45 years old, that was my target, with those specific words in that specific area. I brought my target area and I made it very, very clear. And guess what? I got more sales. Why? Because those people that was interested in those words came across an ad, and my ad meet their needs, and they called me. So I'm going to not only Augusta, I'm going to Thompson. I got to deliver there. I got to deliver in North Augusta, which is right in South Carolina, but it's all in the same neighborhood area. A target market brought me, because I was specific about what they may be looking for and what they might type into the computer or whatever. I was able to find them with my ad because I was specific in my target. How about you? Who are you targeting with your concept, with your idea? Who are you targeting? That's what you want to write down. Maybe you want to share it. I'm not quite sure, but make sure you capture it and make sure that you take notes and you really figure out, man, who am I targeting? Because it's not everybody. If you say everybody, you'll get nobody, right? You need to be very specific. Are you looking for high income earners? Are you looking for low income? Are you looking for the deaf, the blind, the meek? What are you looking for? Who are you trying to help? Or who are you actually trying to serve with your product, with your service, with this concept that you have for a new venture? Who are you targeting? You guys got that? I'm pretty sure you do. I think I belabored the point. So we're going to move on to step number 29, because I know some of you guys are thinking and trying to figure it out. We're going to do 29 and 30, then we'll stop. All right. Here's the deal. Number 29. We just talked about your target market. Now you want to know your audience. So first you wanted to specify your audience. Now you got to get to know your audience. So everybody put that in the comments below. Know your audience. People who use social networks, fantastic. Know your audience. Now I wonder, is it all social networks? Or are you going to target a specific or a couple of specific social networks? And you said social networks. You're not talking about social media then, you are talking about social media. Social networks could be online or offline, I'd imagine, right? So you want to know your audience. All right. Once you know who you want to reach, you'll need to learn more about them. Don't assume and don't generalize. You'll need to research your market. Everybody put in the comments below, research your market. See, many of us think it's going to be easy, right? Oh, I know these. No, you don't, right? We go through and we research companies, right? We look at companies in the stock market. We start reading that profile. Like, I didn't know this about this company. I didn't know this about this company because we're researching the company now. We thought we knew, but now we specifically know because we're doing some research. So you want to research your market to earn their respect and learn their tendencies. Make sure you're offering something your public wants. Now, it's not very difficult for me to research my market, which is the urban community, because I'm from the urban community. So I get a leg up. It's easy for me to understand what are their tendencies. I know what black people tendencies are. What are their, can I earn their respect? Yes, because I just happen to be black, So it's not very difficult, right? I know my people, right? So I don't have to do a whole bunch of research. I just gotta feed into their tendencies, right? I know that I just can't tell them how to make money. I gotta show them how to make money. So I don't spend a whole bunch of time talking about it. I just go and do it because that's what my people respect. That's what my people are looking for. They've been told all their life. They want to see it. Oh, now that I see it, I believe it. That's just how we are. That's just what it is, right? So I understand my people, right? Do you understand your audience? That's the part of research. So make sure you're offering something that the public wants. This is important. Don't just go offer something. You got to make sure. Let me give you an example. You want to make sure you offer something the public wants. So last year in my business, I was offering classes on banking, credit. I was offering classes on saving and investing and some other stuff. But what does the public want? The public only wanted investing. So guess what I did? I reshaped my business model and I said, I'm just going to focus on investing this year. And my business is starting to thrive. Why? Because I'm focusing on what the public wants. Let me give you another example. So we're doing a Dow 30 investment sessions now. We did the Valentine's session. We did a title session. We did an oil session. But what do the public want? The public wants us to do a marijuana session. Okay, well, I'm not going to fight the public. I'm just going to create some marijuana sessions, and we're going to probably have it packed out every week because everybody wants to talk about marijuana. Regardless of what I want to talk about, I'm going to give them what they want to talk about. If I do what they want, they'll pay me for my service. Just that simple, right? I'm not going to try and fight the powers that be. They want marijuana sessions. We're going to do marijuana sessions. Everybody's going to be happy, right? Give the people what they want. But how you going to know what they want? You got to find out what they want. That's what the research comes in. Find out what they want. Everybody's talking about marijuana. So guess what? When we go roll it out in about a week or so, we're going to have packed out every Wednesday. It's going to be packed. It's going to be sold out every week because everybody wants to talk about marijuana. And that's okay. They might not want to join our club. They might want to get the stuff for free. They just want to pay for it because we're going to talk about marijuana. And that's okay. We're going to give them what they want and keep it moving. All right. Just because you solve a problem for yourself doesn't mean everyone in your demographic has that problem. A few years ago, Chick-fil-A announced what assumed to be one of the greatest recipes known to mankind, the coffee caramel milkshake. When it first came out, not a week went by that I didn't stop to pick one up. But then one day I pulled up in the drive-thru window to request my frozen treat, only to discover it was suddenly no longer offered. My heart was broken. I literally felt like it was the end of the world. Okay, not literally, but it was a fairly devastating day. That experience reminded me that my personal preferences doesn't always match the rest of the world's preferences. Unfortunately, many business leaders lack this discipline. One of my mentors recently reminded me of something that sounded simple, yet trips up many new entrepreneurs. A prototype should never be overvalued. A prototype should never be overvalued. Don't confuse prototypes with final products. Don't confuse prototypes with final products. This is why companies have that beta or that pilot phase. They want to see what type of response they're going to get before they do a massive launch of some new product or service. It sounds like a great idea, but we need to see how the public is going to respond to what it is that we're putting out. So we go through the beta phase, we go through the pilot phase, right? And we want to see if this is really as hot as we think it's going to be. If the public says yes, we go full forward. If the public says no, we pull the plug. Got a beta phase. There's a reason why they do that. All right, so no matter how much confidence you have in the design, don't let your personal appreciation blind you from a concept's true readiness. Your job is to please your market. Everybody put that in the comments below. My job is to please my market. My job is to please my market. A happy customer, a happy business, right? My job is to please my market. First, you got to target your market. Then you need to know your market. Then you need to please your market. So let a market sample decide if your concept is ready for mass development. So here's the question that you want to answer as it relates to this section. Here's the question you want to answer. What do you know about who you're targeting? What do you know about who you're targeting? What do you know about who you're targeting? Now, this is the part that goes in your notes. And of course, you can share it if you like. We got some people that's bold, but this is the part that goes in, you start thinking, man, what do I know about? First, you got to know your target market. Then you got to say, what do I know about my target market? What are their tendencies? What do they like? What do they hate? How can I, because what's happening here is you're developing a strategy. So as you get to understand your market, then you can start to understand what's going to appeal to, what type of advertising is going to work, what's not going to work. What have you seen? What has been effective? All these things you find out in the research phase, right? I don't just randomly do stuff. I am very strategic and methodical in how I market, how I advertise. Look, can you see what I'm doing? Okay, I am doing my own advertising. I'm wearing my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing everything, right? I'm not going to do everything forever, but I'm doing everything now. Why? I'm doing live streaming. Why? Because this is what my market likes, right? I'm doing what my market likes. They want real. They want authentic. They want to see somebody that's doing it, that's hustling, and that's making money. And they're ready to connect with it, right? I'm not hot. My point is, I am pleasing my market, right? It is I can't say that, but you get my point. You get my point. All right, so what do you know about who you're targeting? One thing that I know about Black people is we tired of people talking, we want to see it. So every day you're going to see me putting in work. Every day you're going to see the results. Every day you're not going to be able to say, how did Evan get to where he got? I'm showing you each and every day, every step of the way. And I'm telling you, it's your opportunity, your decision on whether you're going to watch me or you're going to work with me. That's it. Watch me or work with me. Whatever, you're going to decide. You're going to be a watcher. You watch everything unfold right before your eyes, just like we've been doing with Netflix, just like we've been doing with Amazon. We've been watching them just make tons of money and have not participated in their profit. And I'm saying you can watch me work or you can work with me. If you watch me, you pay me. You work me, you get paid. It's just that simple, right? Watch me, pay me. Work with me, get paid. You decide. It's your decision. Not a big deal. I don't belabor the point. I'm just giving you the option, okay? I'm just going to give you the option. Number 30. Number 30, you want to know what the audience values. Know what the audience values. Go ahead and put that in the comments below. Know what the audience values. That's number 30, and we'll stop after we get through with this. Now, while on your journey to clarify who might invest in your venture, right? Listen to this. You're trying to clarify who might invest in your, in other words, you're trying to figure out who's going to give you some money for what you do. So while on your journey to clarify who just might invest in your venture, you'll also want to consider how much they'll invest. I recall a story about a church and its community development corporation that stumbled into an opportunity to take over the vacant restaurant. For years, the restaurant thrived as a mid-tier American diner that brought in approximately $20 per person. Eventually, though, the population shifted from middle-income families to low-income families, and the restaurant lost its high-paying customers. The church planned to revitalize the community by reopening this restaurant as an independently operated dining option at the same dollar value as the previous restaurant. The problem lay in the new demographic. If residents purchased a fried chicken meal, they preferred to purchase it from KFC or Popeyes for 75% less than a fried chicken meal at the restaurant. Needless to say, the restaurant didn't survive. In hindsight, they realized they opened prior to surveying the market's potential value. The same rules apply to you. One reason 90% of businesses fail within the first 3 years is that their designers don't assess. Everybody put in the comments below, assess. One of the reasons 90% of businesses fail within the first 3 years is that their designers don't assess their product's worth from their market's perspective. They don't assess their product's worth from their market's perspective. You've studied your market. Now study your concept and imagine how they'll value it. So you've studied your market. Now you want to study your concept and just imagine how they, your target, your people, your investors, how they're going to value what you do. That's very difficult to do. I say it's very difficult. Sometimes if we have to get outside of ourselves in order to value our very own idea, because if you're going to value your idea, you'll say, man, it's a great idea. But now you got to step outside of yourself and look at it from an investor standpoint. What are your investors going to be looking for in what it is that you do and what value you bring to the marketplace before they decide to invest in what you do? And before they decide to give you one penny, before they decide to say, okay, I see where you're going. I like what you're doing. I see the value that you're bringing. Here's $100,000, right? You must study your concept as well as after you study your audience so that you can imagine how your investors, right? You do understand at some point you want to grow. At some point you want to expand. At some point you're going to need a little bit of capital that doesn't have to come from you. But if you offer enough value, right, anybody may bring money your way, right? There's a reason why they call me and say, hey, we want you to come down to Augusta and do a speech, and we want to pay you in a certain amount to do that because they see value in what I bring to the marketplace. They see value in the messages that I bring to the marketplace to lift up a people, to practice group economics and put us into what it is that we all see. There is a reason why I get these calls, because of the value that I bring. And the value not only that I bring, but it's more likely the value that they see. Because regardless of the value that I bring, if no one else sees it, then it doesn't mean much as far as monetary is concerned. But some people are starting to see the value that I'm bringing, and they're starting to put their money where their mouth is. Everybody put in the comments below value. I think this is probably the crux of what we need to understand. If you're going to be like everyone else, right, expect the similar wages, expect similar profits. But if you are going to decide that my concept must be somewhat unique, it must have some twitch, some edge, some difference to it, that I'm going to make sure that I'm not like everybody else as it relates to the value that I'm bringing to the marketplace, because my idea is so robust. Even though it's nothing new under the sun, I got my own swag to it. I've added my own swag to this idea, and people are receiving the value. Their lives are being changed. Their lives are being uprooted and inspired, and it's the value that I'm bringing to the marketplace, and people pay for value. People pay for value. So here's your question. The question you want to answer, or you want to answer in your notes as it relates to this section. What is it worth to them? What is your concept worth to them? What is your idea worth to them? What is the ultimate plan of your idea worth to them? What is the ultimate, as you get done with actually putting your concept into place, what is it worth to them? How much or what is it worth to them? Not to you, to them. Man said value never gets out of style. never goes out of style. Value, right? I could have been like everyone else and made another t-shirt, but how much value would it have been until I came across something like this, right? Something like this. You can get you a hooded dashiki straight from Kenya, right? And then you make your purchase and then you feel good about it because you're going to help the children in Africa to eat, to go to school, to get some, to help the children go. Let me tell you what you get. The children of the front of this card are orphan children in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Your purchases help over 1,000 of these children with food, some receiving schooling, all receiving extra love. If you ever feel discouraged that the work you do is hard, if you ever wonder if your efforts are worth it, you can think about some of the kids shown here who you were able to help today. It only takes a little bit of money to make a big difference when it gets into the right hands. Thank you for what you do for these children. They would tell you themselves if they could. Value, right? Value. So now it feels good to say, I'm going to go ahead and get something from ERGJ because it ain't about ERGJ. It's about the kids. It's about the children in Congo. It's about helping out my brother and sister. Value, right? How do you think it felt for me to say I'm connected now, to be able to give proceeds to kids in Africa? How do you think that makes me feel? Value. Value. And I got to ask you, how many of our other brothers and sisters who got so much influence, how many of them are doing something that's bringing this type of value, not only to themselves, but to the community and to the global community? Value. Woo. What is it worth to them? So today we've gone over, know what your audience values, know your audience, and also specify your audience as we begin going through how to develop your strategy. And I hope you got a little bit out of tonight, if not a whole lot out of tonight, as you continue to build your plan to bringing your dream, your idea from a dream to reality. And at this time, I'd like for you to go ahead in the comments below, let us know what you learned today. Because here's the deal. I don't do this just to do this. I don't do this just to entertain. I'm doing this to empower you so you can have, be, do, create all that you want. And I think there's some of you out there saying that this is the year that I start my business. This is the year that I take this concept, this $1 million idea that I have, and I'm going to move it and make something out of it. This is the year that I do something different. And I want to help you with that, right? This is my contribution into your future self. This is my contribution into your future self. So at this time, go ahead and jot in the comments below what you learned tonight, because you're going to learn today. And I like to know what you learned today. And that's the answer to your question. What size are they? It's one size fit most. One size fit most. What did you learn today? And while you're doing that, I'll go ahead and do my credit. So I want to get that. I want to capture what you learned today. Of course, our episode is brought to you by Core Oral. That's right, Core Oral. That's going to be your black toothbrushes. That's right. We got a 4-pack here, FDA approved, medium bristle, right? I know some of you guys like soft. I don't have soft right now. I got medium, okay? Medium bristle is $5 to order. We do ship across the country. Of course, if you are in the Atlanta area, we'll make that delivery free for you. It's $5 for a pack of Core Oral. Here's the deal. You're going to brush your teeth anyway. The question is, are you going to practice what you preach by letting your dollars circulate within your very own community and supporting a company like this, which is black owned and manufactured, right? Core Oral, true detergent. Make the switch. $15, $5, $20 pack. You got 2 products that are made by your very own people, and you're supporting and you're letting your dollar bounce within your community. All right. So let's see what you got for me, guys. Let's see what you got. This is the year. I see that. All right, Mr. Bones says value is the key in what I'm taking with me. You a little rapper, man. I see what's going on. Mr. Harvey said believing in myself. Fantastic. I see that. I see you. All right, Mr. Sauer said offer your target audience who you have researched value. That's what I'm talking about. Value is a virtue. That's what I'm talking about. Mr. Ross said your message are always valuable. Thank you. I learned it is essential to my business to know the wants and habits of my absolutely. Right? Once you get to know your audience, it gets easy. Advertising gets easy. Marketing gets easy because you know who you already know who you're trying to market to, but now you know all about it. It gets easy. You learn how to target the test market and about having value. That's right. And he said, target my specific market. My job is my job is to please my market. Chris said, hey, know your target market. Absolutely. Esther Barry said, I learned value matters and perspective matters from the point of your target group. It's just that I learned to target my audience and bring value to my audience. Ms. Chris said, understand your target market. And here we go, Miss Wanda. I'm empowered tonight because I must admit I've been pushing my product and focusing on what I want for my clients and not even considering how the product can add value. You might want to put that in what is it? What's that word? Capital letters, right? You must admit you've been pushing your product and you keeping it real. You know what? I love you, Miss Phil, because you just keep it real. Yeah, man. Yeah, you trying to get every ounce, every little bit you can out of this time. You just keep it real. So this might be for a lot of people. I'm putting this up here because many other people are like this and they just won't be admitted. I'm empowered tonight because I must admit she's being honest. I've been pushing my product and focusing on what I want for my clients. I want the best for them, but not even considering how my product can add value to their lives. That says a mouthful. That says a mouthful. And I appreciate you keeping it real with us tonight. I really do. Nisha said, busy does not equal productive. Don't just talk on the phone for no reason. Oh, my goodness. I know that's right. I'll be getting off that phone, honey. Like you want to, okay, yeah, man, let's go ahead and move away from that conversation. I got to get back to work. You're talking too long. I need and then boom, I need to move. So the book is The Execution Pipeline. For those that are enjoying what we're doing here, is by Anthony Flynn. It's a Black author. Of course, I've mentioned the book to you. Why not get the book through me? You can go to www.ergj.net. Scroll on down and down again, and then down one more time. And you're going to see the recommended reads section where you can see all of my recommended reads. And if you buy through me, of course, I get a little cut. That's what they call affiliate marketing, so in case you don't know. So anyway, that's what it is. But I know that's right. Powerful time is money. I know that's right. When you start, hey, let me tell you something. When you begin to understand just how valuable your time is, right? And this is how you determine how valuable your time is, how much somebody else is willing to pay you for your time. So you want to think about what's the most I ever got paid for my time, whatever that is for you, right? If it's been $30 an hour, $50 an hour, maybe you did a little off job and somebody paid you to fix a computer or something. I don't know. You think about what's the most I ever got paid in my life for my time. And then you start to level. This is my time. This is how much. This is the maximum value of my time so far. So if anything that's up under that doesn't have to do with a 9 to 5 or whatever, me clocking in, it don't get that much of my time, right, during the day, right? But then you start to see that your time, people are willing to pay you more for your time because you are less accessible, right? They realize if I want to get Stephanie, if I want to get some of your time at this point in your life, and you're like, my time, I'm trying my best to be available to everybody, but I just only got 24 hours a day. And now you're to the point where you just can't take every call. They're going to say, you know what? I really need to talk to you, Stephanie. And I know how busy you are. Let me buy an hour of your time. Has anybody ever had someone call them and say, can I buy an hour of your time? Just how valuable, that's how much I need to talk to you right now. I just want to buy an hour of your time. Can I just 1 hour? I don't care how much it costs because it's important that I talk to you because you got something that I need and I need to get on the phone with you. Have you ever had somebody call you and say, can I buy 1 hour of your time? When you understand how valuable your time is, then you will stop wasting it watching fruitless television. You'll stop wasting it having the conversation where idle chatter leads only to poverty. When you start to understand how valuable your time is, that time is more precious than gold, time is more precious than money, that you understand your value of your time. You'll stop giving it to every nook, hook, and cranny. You'll stop giving it to all these dudes, these women that have no value, that are bringing no value to your life. You'll stop giving your time away because you understand the value of your time. And you're going to invest your time in profitable investments. Right? You're going to invest your time. It's the ultimate currency. Thank you so much, man. Your time. You only have so much of it. What are you going to do with it? You only got 24 hours in a day. What are you going to do with it? And I'm saying that I have made a decision in my life that I am going to invest my time in good ground because I want the harvest to come from that. And that harvest I'm going to use to feed the many, not to feed me, to feed the many, to feed those who could not invest their time, to feed those who are broke, busted, disgusted, to feed those who are lame, who are weak, to feed those who are homeless and hungry. I'm going to use my time. I'm going to invest it in good ground to get a harvest that's going to bring back many so I can feed the many. Wealth is not supposed to just come to you. It should come through you. You can't say I want a stream of income and the stream stops with you. Let me say that again. You can't say I want multiple streams of income and it stops with you. You become the Dead Sea. You got a stream coming in and it stops right there. There's the dam. And now you become, right? You become wasteful. You become dead. You become smelly, right? The water has got to continue to flow. Don't be the dam, be the avenue, be the canal. You know, don't be the dam. Woo! Honey, you see the fumes coming off? All right, my beautiful people, that's what's going on, man. This is ERGJ, your certified financial educator, founder of the New Black Wall Street. I just love you just that much. So I'll give you my time, right? But, you know, it's time getting a little long right now, so we're going to have to go and move this on. I want you to remember this, man. You must focus on bringing value to the marketplace. And that time is the ultimate currency. Be careful who you give your time to, right? It takes a village, but it starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. You guys have a good night.